What is going on, everyone? My name's Boy, and I got the intro right this time. Spawning in the bottom of the red. No, I can't speak. Spawning in the bottom of the map in the red color, playing as Isis. His name is The2kChair. He's also known as Nigam. Correct? Did I get that right? Maybe. And his opponent today, the one, the only, the greatest of all time. He's actually currently in the Corn Clan. His name's Mythology. Now, this game was played in 2009. So, this was peak dominating Mythology. He just completely threw everything down. But, Nigam's that... I'll tell you what. Has anybody... If anybody's watched The Last Dance... Right? I'm probably going to get the names wrong because my basketball knowledge is okay, but trash, right? So, Mythology is like Michael Jordan, right? He is undisputed best player to have ever played this game. Nigam, on the other hand, he's like in the category of like the top players that played with Mythology but never got the recognition that they would have deserved. If like Mythology wasn't around, these guys would have been gods. So like Nigam is basically like your Charles Barkley, your Moses Malone, and yeah, Nigam is basically Andy Murray. In tennis analogy. Nice one. Yeah, that's okay. Anyways, he plays super well and definitely can take games off of Mythology, especially in this match. And we have no patch Oranos versus no patch Isis on no patch Midgard. So all of the craziness comes out to play. And you can see that I think we get a pretty decent fish spawn here for Midgard. The thing that is different about no patch maps versus the Vubly balance patch maps is that the no patch maps are just way more random. So you can find you'll find sometimes you'll have no fish here and all the fish here, which obviously is advantageous for this player, right? And then beyond that, no patch also had like super powered shockwave with 4 seconds of stun, which is essentially 5 seconds of stun because they only get stun when they hit the ground. So it's 5 seconds of stun because they have to fly through the air. And you have no patch Isis, who has brutally fast mercenary. They spawn in like 1 second, 2 seconds. So that they just spam so fast. They also have Isis' Eclipse, super strong. If I'm forgetting anything else, there's probably something there that was hit, but I can't remember. Catapult 3 population, correct me if I'm wrong. And Scream Wrath, but is Mythology Federer, Djokovic, or Nadal? Okay, Mythology is prime Federer, Nadal on clay, and prime Djokovic on all surfaces. And he's all of those combined. He is like the perfect tennis player. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Relics we're never going to get to see picked up this game. The Blanket of Empress Zoe. Actually not a bad relic here for Mythology to pick up, because oftentimes you'll find that the Atlantean players, they like to go really heavy on the water because it's really easy. And then the Isis player might enjoy a nice fast heroic age priest siege timing attack push onto them. And the granaries are coming out to play. I mean, it's a cheap wall, I guess, but it doesn't really do much. You have to build them so far out. It's a lot of resources you lose doing this, but he's doing it. Now you're going through Prometheus. 3 villages on gold. 2 villages on wood. 2 villages on food. Oh, he's just going straight for the land aggression. He sees the forward gold mine. He sees the forward tower, and the walls are up. See, if this was played today... Let's pause for a second. If this was played today, right? these houses, they wouldn't be there. These walls, they wouldn't be there. They'd be swapped. You put the walls right underneath the tower, around the tower, and then houses around that. Okay. Prometheus comes in. Military barracks comes down. Oracles, heroes, coming in to say good day. Pharaoh, empowering in the temple. The 2kChair, Niggum, trying to get to the next stage, but he's building another villager. Probably should have just advanced there, cut the villager, cut the 30%. Trying to get the walls up. Probably not going to be able to. Launches for the villagers, trying to get up. Loses the villager. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. This Oracle push here is kind of like the Men-at-Arms rush that you see on Age of Empires 2. If you pick up any villages, it's absolutely huge. In reality, the most you get out of this should be like a little bit of villager harass. But we're seeing everything getting taken down by Magga. He wants to kill the house. He wants to kill this sentry tower. If he gets this tower down, this gold mine is open for grabs. All the gold mines on this map are forward, so it's going to be really difficult for Niggum to grab all of these. We just see the wall spam coming out. Prosperity comes down. Priests are pumping out right now. House trying to get repaired there. Not going to be happening. Does go down. And then we have the Murmillo popping out right now. Another dock up now for Niggum. So we'll see if he throws down an instant barracks here and starts making axemen. But we've got 2 military barracks, 2 counter barracks. It's just as all in as I've ever seen before. Actually, I've seen this strategy used before by Magyar. He's done this before. This is just like cuts villages, right? And he just goes. No, he's still building villages. I take it all back. You know, we start seeing Terma getting pumped out. Armory coming down for Niggum, not changing his plan at all. He's actually probably going to have quite a bit of food in the bank because he's got 18 fishing ships. So he's going to go straight to the Mythic Age and try and get an Answers Eclipse up. All of the granaries are up, the granary walls, but they're not very strong. They'll die quite fast. I think they're a touch weaker than the houses, right? Houses are, 50 HP weaker, so these Murmillos and Prometheans make short work of them. Do see the Sphinx coming in right now. Val gets cast. We have some heroes take down the Sphinx. The Sphinx has to run away. Priest coming out, picks off one of those Prometheans, but there comes 2 more Promethean offspring in the back there. And Niggum now sitting at 800 food, 500 gold. He's got enough. He's built an extra villager. Probably could have just dumped the villagers in there in advance, but busy micro. Oh, he loses the Pharaoh! Little bit of miss micro right there. That's really, really big. It's really going to hurt him out now, but now the villagers can just eat these cows and chill for a little bit. And do we see the next age coming in? Do we see Nephthys? Still has not clicked Nephthys up. Still hasn't built a barracks. I bet you he wishes that he went the double barracks here, because he had a couple of axemen out right now. Or at least like 2 barracks. You could spam out axemen like a madman. But there is Nephthys building another villager. It's like he needs a certain amount for this to work. What? Okay, he pops the villagers out, start villager fighting, pushing these Terma back outside of his base right there. Magyar getting slowly but surely in front right now. You can see, he's under 0%. This is what I was talking about. It's a very all-in build. If you have 2 military barracks going with only 2 citizen and there'll be 8 fishing ships, it's not enough. It's not enough to get the villager to make another one. So, but we do see Niggum popping these villagers out, trying to save as many as he can, but pick off as many units, and he is killing a lot of Magyar's units right now. And Niggum has snuck this gold mine, so he's got like 20 gold coming in every cycle there. More priests getting popped out. Nephthys going to come through. It's going to be, I don't think this town center is going to go down. These aren't Zeus hoplites or something silly. But priest popping out, pick off the Prometheans very fast. Really big pick off. But behind him is left 2 Promethean offspring. So it's almost like the DPS has gotten doubled there. Even though they have less attack, they deal more overall damage. So it's almost like a negative thing unless he actually kills them, which he does kill them. And now the Scorpion Man pops out. Magyar has to get out of there, and Niggum is going to be in a good spot right now. Magyar's going to have to pull something out for himself to win here. Ancestors Eclipse getting cast into the base of Magyar. He's going for the town center, but Little does he know, he will be able to kill this town center just with this Ancestors Eclipse. But little does he know, there's no villagers being queued up there. And Midgard does not even need it. He needs the population, but he'll do without it. He's going to be totally fine. And this town center will be taken down. And Nigham's town center will probably be taken down as well. But villagers keep popping out, trying to pick off all of these Mermillo right now without losing too many. A couple of mercenary coming out right now, but they get picked off very, very fast. And the story right now is that this town center is just not doing its job. It's just not defending very well at all, while Midgard is just happily sitting under here and just sacking his entire army to defend here. But meanwhile, we've got the temple getting picked off, villagers getting garrisoned. That's a really big win right there for Nigham, taking down quite a bit of Midgard's base right now. And now we've got Margaret coming up for Nigham. He's going to be trying to get some trade coming in. The Pharaoh empowering this one. May not be enough. A couple of villagers are going to be falling, but this top Margaret will be getting up. No way that Nigham can get to the next age, but he can trade that food for gold. We see an armory going up, a little bit odd, but he can trade that food for gold, sell that one off, build a Midgard stronghold, and that will completely shut down this Oranos army here. But Midgard almost sniping that Pharaoh would have been huge. And the trading has happened there for Nigham currently. The big difference right now is we've got basically, there's the Midgard, but basically 20 villages for Nigham that are idle, whereas Midgard, while he's lost his town center, he still has the majority of his villages. And now we see the Leviathan coming, Scorpion Man raiding, Sphinx raiding. He is going to pick off a citizen here, which is going to be fairly big for Nigham right now. There's the Midgard finally making its way up. I think he maybe had to delete the first one or something like that. And there's the armory up as well. I'm not sure what that serves apart from like less surface area you can get on the town center, a bit more difficult. The army trying to get onto this Midgard, but with the Pharaoh empowering it, the villagers doing everything, it's going to be a little bit difficult. And now we've got Elephant. War Elephant are coming in right now. This is the one. And Midgard getting out of there. Scorpion Man getting picked off by Hero Mermillo now, though. Absolute insanity. We even got some turbo raids on the fishing ships. Righto. That'll work. How much pierce armor do these have? They got 50% pierce armor, so he's doing 2 damage to attack. 4 damage to attack? That's weird. Does pierce armor not work? I'm a little bit confused about that. Maybe everybody's got this whole armor situation wrong. But okay. Maybe the tooltip's wrong. Pierce armor 50%. Do these have a bonus damage against fishing ships? Can someone explain to me why the Termor is doing 4 damage an attack to the fishing ships, please, when it has 50% pierce armor and the Termor only does 4.4 damage a second? Oh, it's because it's damage a second. I get it. And this has an attack rate of 2. Never mind. Never mind. He's every single time he attacks, it's not a second between the attacks. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I worked it out, guys. Don't worry yourself, chat. Makes perfect sense. Okay. But Nigham's still alive. Still no town center for Midgard. Midgard's still just... Oh no, he's got the middle town center. What? Is he building villages again? No, he's not building villages. He's still not building villages. But he's cut these military barracks. But he's building catapulties now to counter the elephant that are coming out. But catapulties have 10% pierce armor versus the Mermillos. Wait, what? They have the same pierce armor? Okay, I'm confused. I don't understand this game anymore. Anyways, never mind. Just ignore what I'm saying. And the term are moving in, looking for something to do, not going to find it. Villagers have moved away, move over onto both sides of the forest, whichever one he wants to. The Leviathan's gonna pick up this dock as well, just cause back in patch. That if this was Voodoo Balance patch 4.0, you could just garrison the fishing ship in, and the dock would probably win the fight. But for some reason, docks couldn't target most myth units, most water myth units with their attack. So you could just pick off all the docks with one myth unit, no problems. Now the Leviathan picks off all the fishing ship, and Midgard is left with only villagers right now. But this is where Midgard really shone. Shone? Maybe that's a word, but you just see his micro is just insane. And that army probably was maybe able to win against like an average player, but Midgard just snipes all the chariot archers, and then the war elephant can't really do anything because there's catapulties left. Absolutely insane. But Midgard has map control right now, and somehow, some way, this gold mine has been snuck by Niggum. He's snuck this gold mine, and Midgard's got zero. Wait. Midgard knows it's here. He knows there's a gold mine here. Okay, here's another thing. Because Midgard... Oh no, he's seen this gold mine. Never mind, I tell a lie. I mean, you can't really see it on the minimap, but... you should be able to count the gold mines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you think that you've seen all the gold mines, but then you see this one, you see 7. That should immediately let you know that there's a gold mine in this black area over here somewhere. Or here. But that's too close to the town center, so probably here, right? Now the term are going to make their way over here. Finally, be greeted by a Midgard stronghold. As Midgard makes his way in, and he's going to spot this. He's going to be disappointed, but let's see what his reaction is. This is like basically pure Terma right now. I'm just gonna sit in here, maybe try and take the Midgard down. Does now that's more like it. Does 1 damage and attack with all of these Terma. So the way the damage calculation works, right, is you can't do less than a damage. So if the building or the unit has like a high pierce armor or hack armor, it does 1 damage per attack. So it's actually best to use, for things that have high armor, it's best to use like units that attack really fast, and they'll do extra damage. But right now he's just doing this, and we do see that the villagers making their way over here. Oh, and Niggum goes for the back town center, but there's a Mermilla hero already over here, so he's going to be fighting that one. As the Terma are coming over to pick that one off, Maga grabbing this town center. He's got his home town center right now. This is absolutely insane. And while this is all going on, the war elephants are on the war path. And he's going to be taking the counter barracks, military barracks. It's all going down. Catapulties making their way in as well, but he's only got like 5 of them. Has to rebuild his counter barracks to get those to come out. Does manage to stop this town center from getting grabbed, but now he's got to somehow defend against the onslaught that is Egyptian war elephants. They've got so much HP, and they're so very, very good at doing their thing. Imagine if he had picked up this relic. Wait, does he have it? No, he doesn't have a temple. Yeah, imagine you picked off this relic. He'd live for just a little bit longer, maybe. I don't know. Terma coming in. Villagers to be picked off. He does find them all. He's going to be taking them down slowly but surely. 3 town centers now for Midgard, but he's about to lose this one. He does 2 shockwaves left. So could buy some time on this location if he needs to. Or he could just give this town center up. He doesn't need to. He's got so many catapulties now. Now might be the time to just shockwave and get the repair in, but he does not go for it. Instead, he's just going to opt to try and pick off as many of these catapulties as he possibly can. Chariot Archers now coming in, going to make this even harder for him. But all of those catapulties, they just melt against these War Elephant, as Nigam is like absolutely insane with his War Elephant path right now. He's going to take his town center now. He's going to be able to get to 3 town centers. Magyar should be able to get this town center to be at 2 town centers, but the economy is strongly in favor of Magyar right now, as well as the tech. Seeing more counter barracks getting thrown down, trying to make as many of these catapulties as he possibly can. See the nice shockwave gets every single one of those villages, and he picks off the ferry there. Terma running in, trying to pick off these chariot archers. Nice dodge by that chariot archer there. And we're seeing trying to micro to the best of his ability, and he is managing to pick up a lot of these Terma right now. But there are a lot of chariot deaths. You can see that is what makes Magyar so much better than everybody else in this era, was his ability to just kind of run into his opponent's army and just pick off units left, right, and center. You can see he's trying, but nice micro from Nigam, able to defend against that, but he does still lose the chariot eventually. And then the rest of those Terma are going to be falling there. Now I've got 90 pop to 110 pop, and Magyar falls to the might that is a Nigam here. Very well played by Nigam, managing to survive there. He had such an obnoxiously bad gold mine, and then he snuck this gold mine for a little bit. Snuck this gold mine, snuck this gold mine. What a sneaky sneak was Nigam here to take this game. Now, Magyar, not really known for his Oranos. I must say, it's probably the god that he was you were most likely to get wins off. When he played the Nilla gods, he was on fire like 100% of the time, but really well played here. Murray did beat Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic at time, right? So, analogy stays put, so that's good. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this game. I think I've got one more game somewhere to cast, and then, yeah. So let's watch that one. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll get it going.